This is me. I'm on the Downs link between, which goes between Guildford and Shoreham by sea. It's about 36-37 miles long. I've just started off from Guildford now. I'll shortly be crossing the North Downs Way. I'm walking at the minute. I'm going to do a mile on, a mile off, so a mile walk and then a mile run. And we'll take it from there really. There's a frost. It's been a balmy December, and now look at it, first day of January, frost everywhere, and I'm in shorts. That path there is the North Downs Way and goes up there. And now I've done 1 mile and it's time to start running. Right, the first hour is done. I'm on 4.68 miles, which is about what I want to do really. I want to keep going at sort of roughly between 4.5 and 5 miles an hour. That should do it, I think. So for convenience, I've blocked out this into 4 chunks of 9 miles each. So I reckon then if I do 4.5 miles an hour, it's 4 chunks of 2 hours. Long time at the minute, but I did have to break one of my walk breaks into a half jog, half walk really. Right, I'll report back in another hour, I think. Okay, well I'm coming into Cranley now, just short of 9 miles, well inside 2 hours at the minute. It's all a bit quiet on here, occasional cyclists going by. So the other part of the plan is that every 2 hours I'll have one of my sandwiches and intermittently some fruit as well, and kind of keep replenishing my supplies as I go along. So in another 10 minutes or so I'll do that. Okay, right, I'm on a bit of a walk break. I've done over 10.2 miles from outside Cranley, still heading south. Baynard's is the next place. That effectively means, having done 10, I've now only got a marathon to do to finish. That puts it in perspective a little bit. Okay, this is the bit on the Downs link where the symbol of the Downs link comes from. It's this double bridge here. That lower bridge there was apparently originally built by the railway company, and the surveyors came along and said that's ridiculous, trains can't sink and then climb that, and they made them build the second bridge on the top. So I've now been going 3 hours, just over, and I've done nearly 14 miles. So it's going to plan, a little bit slower than I intend it to be, but you know, just got to keep pushing on. This time now, kind of reckoning with the slowdown that I will get from tiredness, I might be doing the last hour or two in the dark, so we'll see how we get on. Next break I think will be at Christ Hospital, which is in about 6 miles. Right, okay, I'm now just on 4 hours and 18 miles. I'm slowing down a little bit at the moment actually, finding it quite difficult to run. I'm now on a bit of a tarmacy bit on a road that's just coming into Christ Hospital, which is kind of the, at least the mental sort of halfway point, and I think probably is the physical halfway point as well. What's kind of mentally encouraging is that the signs all say it's closer now to the South Downs Way than it is to the North Downs Way, which is good. However, it was only a mile out of Guildford to the North Downs Way, and it's 3 miles from the South Downs Way to the end in Shoreham. So it's a little bit more weighted to the south side of things. Now, the other thing to kind of mentally handle this distance, which is a bit beyond what I'm really used to, is that car go by. I'm trying to mentally break it down into little chunks, thinking about all the places that I've got to come to. So in a minute it'll be Christ Hospital, after that, soon after, it'll be Southwater, and after that you've got West Grinstead, Partridge Green, Hempfield, before I get to the South Downs. So I'm going to try and sort of focus on that really. It is getting quite mentally difficult, I think, at the minute. Okay, now I'm on about 5 hours and I've done about 22 miles. It's a bit vague though, because I accidentally switched the Garmin off at one point. Paused it. I went to get some provisions, extra provisions, in Southwater, which I am now just leaving. Weather's gone a bit dirty. It started raining. Temperature's dropped a couple of degrees already, and it's getting a little bit miserable. Right, so 6 hours has just come up, and I'm just coming up to 26 miles. So I've just done a marathon, and only 10 miles to go. It's about 8 miles to the South Downs Way, maybe 10.5 into Shoreham. So it does feel like I'm getting closer. It's 5 to 3 in the afternoon. It's getting really murky now. It's chucking it down. You might not be able to see that on here. I'm just going up to Partridge Green. So Partridge Green, Hempfield, Bramber, South Downs Way, Shoreham. That feels achievable. Right, well, the camera is picking up the light pretty well, but it is getting pretty dark now. It's nearly 4 o'clock. This sign says I'm 3 miles from Bramber and 4 from the South Downs Way. I've got the 2 or 3 into Stenning from South Downs Way, so I've got maybe 2 on the outside to do, which is bad really. I'm going to have to put a head torch on, I think, before too long, and get my other torch out. But that's not the only thing I've got that will repel axe murderers, newly sharpened axes, werewolves and ghosts. Look at this. This is my new glove. You see that? Look at that. Isn't that absolutely amazing? It's like